Otherwise, Capella would have done. Klay in less than 7 minutes. Thompson long three-pointer. Well, Thompson tries a three. Thompson launches. Got it. Kicks it out of Iguodala. Thompson for three.
Klay Thompson is Klay Thompson. He's one of the greatest snipers that this game has ever seen. He's the epitome of consistency, and when healthy, it's hard for me to name 5 current players at his position that's better than him. Now Game 6 Klay on the other hand is just different. He's a killer, a cold-blooded assassin. And there's not too many players in NBA history that I'm taking over Game 6 Klay. Not LeBron, not Kobe, not even Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I'm kidding. I say all that to say that Game 6 Klay is really fucking amazing. The Game 6 Klay that we know today is practically unstoppable, but it hasn't always been this way. If we go back to the second round of the 2013 playoffs, Klay took the court for his second playoff series ever. The Warriors were facing elimination, and for Klay's standards, he struggled. In Game 6 versus an experienced Spurs team, Klay Thompson scored 10 points on a rough 4 for 12 shooting. Some of his struggles could have been a result of nerves, or possibly because he was adapting to the playoff atmosphere. The following year, Klay didn't do much better. In round 1 of the 2014 playoffs, the Warriors found themselves in another do-or-die situation. They needed a win to force a Game 7, and in that game, Klay Thompson scored a whopping 9 points. Now those were his first 2 Game 6s while facing elimination, but in his first 5 Game 6s, regardless of elimination status, Klay Thompson averaged 10 points on 33% shooting. Again, pretty underwhelming, but things would change in the 2016 playoffs. May 28, 2016, the Warriors were facing elimination. They were down 3 games to 2 in the Western Conference Finals, and Klay Thompson went bonkers.
3 games to 2, and Curry, his Thompson. Durant, his foot. Just is not coaching. Thompson, 2-point line. Here is Thompson has been on. Goes down. All right, here is Thompson again. Thompson, Thompson.
To get set, knock it down.
A long 3 for Thompson. Fires for 3. Yes.
Klay, you told your coach after game 5 you didn't want to go home. None of us did, and I'm just so proud of everybody, man. We were down almost the whole game, and we never gave up, and just our resiliency paid off in the end.
That, my friend, was the official birth of Game 6 Klay. With his back against the wall, Klay willed his team to victory. Game 6 Klay tallied 41 points on 45% shooting. Klay made 14 total baskets, and 11 of those baskets just so happened to be 3-pointers. Klay was in unmarked territories, literally. He had 11 3-pointers, which gave him the record for most threes made in a single playoff game.
It is the usual packed house, better than 20,000 here in Arena in Oakland, and they are already pumped up with the season on the line to be defending champions, the Western Conference Finals.
In the 2018 Western Conference Finals, the Warriors found themselves trailing 3 games to 2. The world was waiting for this team to fall on its face, and for a while, it seemed as if they were doing just that.
23 from the field, 7 of those from downtown.
19 in the first quarter, amazing.
Oh, Harden takes the dribble away from Green and puts it down. James Harden.
Golden State was down by 16 points in the elimination game, but the one thing I learned from this series is that you should never underestimate the heart of a champion.
The fade.
Yeah. Differently about your team's offensive approach.
No, right, man. We just gotta.
No ball movement.
Sit from the angle. Yes, 29. That is a high number. Shot clock at 5. Here Thompson from straight over. James Harden with a terrific first half. 22 points in all. Curry over to Thompson for 3. Thompson for 3. Get up to the wall. Green to Thompson. Puts it to the front court. It's to Thompson. 18. Thompson for 3. Thompson for 3.
I don't want to go home. We worked too hard this season to go home. And it's what we played for. When your back's against the wall, it shows what you're made of.
I mean, what can I possibly say other than Game 6 Klay strikes again? Klay finished the game with 35 points, which made him the game's leading scorer. He even outscored Harden, who was the league's reigning MVP. But the most impressive stat in my book was the fact that he had a plus-minus of 32. That means when Klay Thompson was on the court, the Warriors outscored the Rockets by 32 points. June 13, 2019 was the last time we saw Klay play in a basketball game. It was Game 6 of the finals, the Warriors were facing elimination, and Klay proceeded to do this.
Gritness and toughness shown throughout his career.
The kids always help out. Klay Thompson, pull up, two-pointer, and out. Thompson pulls back pointer. Oh, backcourt for Toronto. They're only 6 feet round and bleed. Thompson long three. And 5 to shoot, 10 for three.
It was casual Game 6 Klay. Klay already had 28 points with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and the Warriors were in control as they fought for their mortality. Everything was going well for Dub Nation. They had all the momentum. That was until this happened.
Foul. His left knee now writhing in pain.
Klay Thompson tore his ACL. But the one thing we know about Klay Thompson is he ain't no bitch. So he knocked down the 2 free throws, then he was out of there. Klay's night would end early and the Raptors were crowned champions, but before checking out the ball game, Klay had 30 points with a whole nother quarter left to be played. He was shooting 66% from the field, and he was also shooting 66% from the 3-point line. So just imagine what Klay would have done in that fourth quarter. I'ma help you out. Klay Thompson would have at least 40, and I doubt the Golden State Warriors would have even lost that game.